Sporty
Welcome.
greetings to you wherever you are in the world watching us. This is Sports Tonight in London. I'm Austin Okonakpan.
And in Lagos, I'm Cecilia Mogbe. This is what the show is looking like tonight. Of course, we'll be having a comprehensive preview of Team Nigeria. Talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria after the draw was done. The coach, Gennett Rowe, will be joining us on the show. And of course, Ex-International will also be joining us on the program. And then before that, Austin, you remember when we talked about basketball not having a competitive league? I'm talking about at the elite level. Right now, the NBBF have decided to say that, well, the league will be starting September 7th. But the good news is the fact that all the teams will be in one state, so they don't have to travel across states. There's no home and away, or maybe having some centers. Everyone will be in Lagos. The Savannah Conference, they'll be in Abuja, while the other conference, Atlantic Conference, will definitely be in Lagos. 11 teams each, while the final 8 will be in the Lagos. When you have something like that, I remember how do I put it, that you were pretty really upset this morning after watching it again concerning the D-Tigers roster and the fact they have to travel across the world to get all the teams together. But right now, at least NBBF have decided that, okay, Continental Race is going to start. The Men's Premier Basketball League will start September 7th. That's just 2 days after the Afro Basketball Championship. Interesting.
Awesome, Cecilia. Awesome, because our work as the media is to act as watchdog to the society. I've got persons who talk to me, coaches, players, advocates of basketball development in Nigeria. And whenever they ask us these questions, it is our duty to go ask those in charge, those responsible for the administration of basketball in Nigeria. You and I talked about it last night. And this morning, I put on some more heat with Tayo to say, look, MBBF, we can't continue this way. We've given you this responsibility. In fact, you said you can do it. So, Cecilia, this is heartwarming news coming from the Nigeria Basketball Federation. And we're not going to stop. We will keep reminding them that this is the right thing to do and they must get it done. But Cecilia, I know tonight want to give attention to the 2021 AFCON, the draw ceremony has been done. The Super Eagles, they now know their group and their opponents. It's Egypt, Sudan, and Guinea-Bissau. Cecilia, you know how football is in Nigeria. It's a religion. So we will be speaking to the man who will be in charge of the Super Eagles as they take on that AFCON mission. Coach Ganoro was appointed coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria on August the 5th, 2016. He's been in the saddle for 5 years, knows the team. He was in Cameroon for that draw ceremony. So he just came back and I said, Coach, maybe we should have you talk about this. So fasten your seatbelt. Let's go to Bordeaux in France. That's the base of former Super Eagles coach, Genoro. Coach Genoro, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Good evening to everybody. Hello.
Awesome. And I must say, thank you so much. It was short notice. And again, you agreed to speak to us. I appreciate the love. So you're back from Cameroon. You saw the draw. When you saw the draw, what came to mind? Were you excited? Did you say tricky draw? Or you're like beaming with confidence that it's going to be easy for the Super Eagles?
The draw is always exciting. You have 24 teams and everybody wants to have a good group. So we were there with our team manager, Mr. Enebi, and also the President Pinnick, of course. And we were waiting for the teams. We were one of the last teams out of the pot. So we had several possibilities. And finally, it was the group D. We had already in this group Egypt, Sudan, and Guinea-Bissau. And we saw that we are in this group. So it's okay because, we have in each group 2 very good teams. And then you have 2 other teams who can be outsiders. And yes, we have Egypt. It's the first match. It's the competition. It's the first match who could also be the last match of the tournament. But it's already the first match. And yes, we are happy to be also in Garoua because Garoua is in the north of the country, close to Nigeria. And we will have, I think, a lot of fans from Nigeria who can come. It's only 25 kilometers away from the border, and we have good facilities there. And I think this place already 1 week before the competition to prepare very well in the wonderful hotel, brand new. We have also in this hotel, we have to share this hotel with Sudan, and but it's not a problem. The coach of Sudan is a friend, Mr. Velut. It's a French coach, and they have also a good team, and we can share this nice hotel for two teams. And then we have the second game, this team of Sudan. The third game, all the games for us are in the same place in Gorua, which is good because sometimes for the third game, you have to travel again because the third game has to be played on the same time at 8 p.m. For all the four teams. So we can stay in Garua in the wonderful pitch. This is also the stadium from Coton Sport, which is champion of Cameroon, like you know. They made the semi-final in Champions League of Africa. And to make trainings or friendly game against this team about 1 week before we start the official competition.
Awesome, awesome. Let's talk about preparing this team for the AFCON and the experience that you got from the last AFCON where Nigeria won a bronze medal. I've spoken to you severally, and you say this team is work in progress. Sometimes you say you have a young team. Do you have a team that you can confidently say can now compete for the AFCON title?
I think that this team now grow together since 5 years, and the young players got a little bit of experience. They have now, after these new qualifiers without any defeat, also I think they have confidence. I think they trust in the qualities of the group. They know themselves. They know the boys around them. We have a good collective playing football team. They are still young, but we have also some experienced player now. We have in the defense two even experienced player with Balogun and Ekong. We have in the midfield experienced player now, and Didi is getting a lot of experience now, improving a lot. We have Aribo, we have Etebo. He made the World Cup. We have, of course, the usefulness with Osimhen, but also Chukwueze, who unfortunately is injured actually. He will not come for the World Cup qualifier against Liberia in Lagos. We will not have him, unfortunately. It's too early for him. But we have Simon Moses, we have Kalu, we have Ahmed Musa with his experience also. So, no, I think this team now should make a good AFCON. But before thinking of the AFCON, we have qualifiers, which is coming very quickly now, like you know, in 2 weeks exactly. We will play on the Friday, 3rd of September in Lagos at 5 p.m. against Liberia. And this is for me now the first challenge. And the AFCON, we have the time to prepare it through these games of the World Cup qualification.
Interesting. I mean, Austin asked you concerning if this crop of players that we have can actually compete for the title. I didn't get that answer because you said immediately after the draw that we can reach the final, having finished a third in the last edition. Are we going to go into Cameroon 2021 thinking we can win the Nations Cup after a long time? Since 2013, that was the last time we won the Nations Cup. Can we really do that? Do you have the squad that can win the Nations Cup for Nigeria?
I think we have the squad to go very far in this tournament, to go until the final. And, you know, everybody wants to win it.
Yes.
We have a chance. We have a chance. We must start well already in our group to have this confidence which is necessary to go through the round of last 16. We had in the last competition Cameroon to beat in this round. Was not easy. And then you have the quarterfinals, the semifinals on one game all the time. So you must be really concentrated, focused on the competition. no injuries, everybody must be very fit. I think we have a chance, but I don't like to speak too much. It is on the pitch, we will see. Say, we will win is easy, but to do it, this is another question.
Okay, what will be a success for you in Cameroon next year? What will be a success? How will you quantify how successful the team will be after the tournament?
I think our target must be to be at least on the podium. Huh? We must be at least in the semi-final, and to improve. The last AFCON was a bronze medal, so we should make better. That's what I want to do, to show to everybody that there is progress, that the team is working well, that the players can do better than the last time. And I think that's possible, but it's depending also what will happen after if we are qualified, and then on one match each time on the round of last 16, the quarterfinal, the semi-final, everything can happen. So you know already that to beat Sudan and Guinea-Bissau, everybody believes it will be easy, but no, it will not be easy. There is no small team in this AFCON. All the 24 teams are well prepared. I think we will have a friendly, perhaps in Lego, believe, for Cameroon. And then we hope to have also the players who are playing in England. You know, they have the Boxing Day, they are playing on Christmas, they are playing on the 1st of January. So it's always difficult to have them on time in our team. And we have at least 6 players coming from England. So yeah, all these things must be well prepared, but will be an exciting competition. And I saw only wonderful pitches in Cameroon.
Interesting.
And in Yaoundé, everywhere the pitches are wonderful, even better than in Uyo. And so we hope to play our football on these nice pitches, natural grass in beautiful stadiums, and to have good conditions to show that we have a good football team.
Interesting. Okay, final one from me before I go to Austin. Now, you talked about the fact that we have so many young players, so many talents. Are we going to see some new faces when the AFCON starts? Do you have new players you want to bring into the squad before the tournament?
Yeah, the new players, we tested them in the friendlies already in June and before. Now the time is not to test new players. Now we have to count on our players, which we know. They know how we are playing. They know what we want. They have together a football experience, football life, 5 years. And it's not the moment now to bring in players for the first time who need time to come in to adapt and to see and to understand what we want to do. So there can be an exception, but I did already a list of 31 provisional players who could come for the World Cup qualifiers. And we count on the players who are already with us since a long time and who showed the qualities and now know experience. We want to have the best players and we want to have a team with harmony and with competence.
Coach, let's go back to 2019 in Egypt. It was a fairly good competition for you and the Super Eagles, you know, but what are the lessons from that tournament that you're going to use to approach AFCON 2021?
Yes, we had in Egypt, we had a very offensive team. We had a goal scorer with Igalo. Unfortunately, Igalo retired, but I think we have still a little time that perhaps he could come back to help us with his experience in the attack. That is an idea we have. We're still in touch with him. He's not ready for the moment, but there is a chance. It could help also our young player Osimhen with his experience. We play strikers both side on side. From the Egyptian competition, we learned a lot that the team who beat us, Algeria, had more aggressiveness than us. this team had perhaps more personality than us. They have also a very strong mental situation. So I think we have to progress in this kind of situations to be strong, not to do a stupid foul in the last minute, who gives a free kick on the entry of the box, who made the decision, and then to make the good wall and not the bad wall. These are details. And these details, I think we learned a lot from the last competition.
Mm. Coach, what sort of support, let me put it this way, what would be the sort of support you need to prepare the Super Eagles to be competitive at the AFCON?
Yeah, I always say what we need in this country in football is solidarity. Solidarity between the NFF and the sports minister. Since I'm here, this situation was very complicated since 5 years, and I'm still waiting to see a real solidarity between the government and the NFF. If we have it, we can go until the end of the competition. Problems will be difficult. We need this solidarity to work with the spirit only for football, and all other problems are okay. There will not be any issues. There will not be any demands from the players in the last moment or something and saying we don't play if this one is not done. We don't want to see that. We want to have a good preparation. We need a good qualifiers already for the World Cup. You know that it will be played until end of November. So we will know if we are still in the competition, finishing first. If we can do that, we will have 2 other games to play in March against another leader of the 9 other groups in Africa. And only the 5 best one will go to the World Cup. So a lot of challenges will come. And we need this solidarity between the government and the NFF.
I think that's a very valid point you just made, and I'm sure the leadership of the Nigeria Football Federation and the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, they will agree with you that we need that solidarity. Coach, I'm the guy who is always reminding you about the home-based players, the players in the Nigeria Professional Football League. Now, Coach, we had a successful league campaign. Aqua United won, and we saw a lot of records. You watched some of the games. So with what you saw this time around, are you impressed? Are we going to have some players from the league go to the AFCON?
Yeah. We could see there a lot of matches because it was good to see it in TV. Congrats to Aqua United. You know, they have the best conditions to play football, to train. They have this wonderful stadium. They have also a training pitch, which is also very good grass, and they have good infrastructures who can help to be a champion. Congrats to this wonderful team. I'm here, I already put in this Super Eagles team around 25 players from the local league. And all the time, then the players go to Europe or go to a big club like now. The last one is Iwala Anoyo, who signed a contract with Esperance of Tunis. So they're playing a little bit with us, and then they leave. And there are no more local players. It's all the time like that. We want to have the highest quality, and actually it's not easy for the local players. They finished the season. Now they're in the break since 2 weeks already. And when we have to play in 2 weeks, the guys from the local league didn't play since 1 month. So they are not in the competition. So it's very difficult for them to have the same level like the players who have the competition in Europe, and they cannot be in the same fitness. That's why it's very difficult for them. But the door is always open. And we had this goalkeeper also, John Noble. We had Ezenwa. We had, of course, Iwala. We had Adekunle. We had a lot of players. But then they're going to Europe, and there are no more local players. So we cannot take all the time new players who are not playing a league for 1 month now, and will be 2 months in October. It will be 3 months in November and 4 months in December without playing football. It was 9 months last year. They didn't play, so they cannot have the level like the players who are playing.
I must say, thank you so much, Gernot Raw, for making our time to speak to us. I will keep that word you use, solidarity. We really need it. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Cecilia, let's go back.
Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll be talking about Cherem Nnamdi, the first Nigerian to win a medal in javelin. All right, we're still talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and their group games, talking about the fact that after the draw, Nigeria, Egypt, Sudan, and of course, Guinea-Bissau are in the same group. That's Group D. Joining us to talk more about this and also maybe react to some of the things that Coach Gernot Raw talked about as former Super Eagles winger and also former Real Mallorca winger, all the way from Spain. You know who I'm talking about, Finidi George, will join us on the segment. Good evening. It's good to have you join us.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm fine, thank you. Now, Super Eagles of Nigeria, when we saw the group, yes, when you saw the group, what came to your mind? Egypt, Sudan, Guinea-Bissau, good group or what?
I think it's going to be a difficult group. You know, we don't have any underdogs anymore in football. So I think, you know, Nigeria being the giants of Africa, I think we should be able to qualify for that group.
Interesting. Easily for you, or maybe we have to like, it's a group where we cannot finish second, because the way you said it, like Gernot Raw said, it's going to be a tricky group. But for you, it's like it's going to be very easy. You have Egypt, who, I mean, the most successful team when it comes to football in Africa. Yes, Sudan may not be as successful as Nigeria or Guinea-Bissau, but if you look at what happened at the last Nations Cup, where Nigeria finished third, not everyone's actually happy because of the kind of team that we have. So we can easily get out of this group. And how far can we go?
It's always important to win the first game, and if you're able to win that first game, to definitely give us that confidence to go even further in the tournament. So, yeah, we should have learned a lot from the last Nations Cup, and I think coming out, you know, third place should be, you know, an extra, I would say an extra a boost for us to even do better this Nations Cup. So, and we should come out of the group. I know it's not going to be easy. You know, it's easier than it's easier said than done. You know, so I think Nigeria, Egypt definitely will come out of this group, and I think we should be able to go further in the tournament. It all depends, you know, how we approach all games, and yeah, how willing we are, you know, to win games.
El Finito, that's what I like calling you, to remember your playing days and what you brought to football in Nigeria. Now, you said Nigeria and Egypt like it was back in the day when your generation, many refer to you guys as the golden generation of football in Nigeria. But now football is changing. We have a Sudan, for instance, in that Super Eagles group. Sudan defeated Ghana, defeated South Africa. South Africa didn't come to the AFCON. So what would you say to the Super Eagles? And how can they approach such a game where Sudan can be a potential destiny killer?
I think they should approach every game as if it's a final. You know, like I said earlier, we don't have underdogs anymore in football. We saw the European, you know, championship that just ended. Yeah, Sudan can really, cause problems. Even Guinea-Bissau. It all depends on our approach to the games. If we take it very, very seriously, I think we'll be able to win the games. I don't know. The goal margins that will be winning these games. But I think we should be able to come out of this group. Maybe first top the group, or maybe second position.
The coach just mentioned solidarity between the Nigeria Football Federation and the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development as a requirement for the team to do well at the AFCON. You've played football at the top level. How important is that solidarity?
That is not an excuse, Don't say that now, before even the tournament will be kicking off, So it's just for the coaching team to do their job, The rest, I think NFF and the ministry will definitely handle. They'll come to an agreement and sort things out. But my concern is, having a good team, making sure that the team blends very well for the tournament. And if they can do that, every other stuff, NFF, ministry, these are all little stuff that, that we're playing. Definitely, Nigerian football is always one thing or the other that comes when they go for tournaments like that.
You tell me about the quality in this current Super Eagles team, because you've watched them and you were once a footballer. I know you're also a coach. When you look at this team, are you convinced about the quality you see in this team?
If you talk about quality as a team, we're yet to see that, because we have very, very good individual players, but you have to play the team to win games. So I saw the game. I think I saw the game against Sierra Leone, where we were leading, did 4-1 in the first half, and then the second half we conceded 3 goals, and then we drew that game. So yeah, we're yet to see a formidable team, a team that can play together, have that cohesion, understanding between one another in the team. And if we are able to do that, I think we have a chance. But for now, I've not seen that cohesion in the team, the team playing together as a unit. We just have, we see bits and, little stuff from the players. Like I said, we have good quality players, but these are all individual players. We have to play as a team, and a team win tournament.
Interesting. For you now, what are the things you think the Super Eagles will need to win this Nations Cup in Cameroon in terms of finance, logistics, or anything at all?
We've always had problems with finances, and I don't know if that will change before they get to Cameroon. I hope they do it this time around and make sure things are taken care of before the players are getting to the tournament in team. So I don't know. I think we just have to get the good crops of players that can fit in and have a good style of play that can suit these players, each and every one of the players, so that when they go to the tournament, they will be able to play to their best. We've always seen individual plays, but we have to see them as a unit. If they can do that, I think every other thing, financial and whatever misunderstanding the NFF have with the ministry, I think they can sort that out.
But can they win the Nations Cup? Final question before I let you go. Can the Super Eagles we have now win the Nations Cup next year?
Do you want my honest answer?
Yes. Honest answer, yes.
Yeah, looking at this team and the team that came out third, I think 2 years ago, I cannot say this team is better than the team that came out third, but everything can change. It depends how they go get it, they get there in Cameroon and able to do their job properly. But comparing both teams, I don't think this team is better than the team that came out third, I think in Egypt. So that I cannot really speak on that, but I think if I have to compare both teams, I think the team that came out third was a little bit better than this team we have now.
Okay.
I know Cecilia said one before we go, but Cecilia, with the way Finidi George is stuttering, I just want to set records straight now. Finito, is it that you don't? Let me rephrase it. Do you have confidence in this technical crew of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, the coaching crew?
No.
Tell me why.
That's my honest answer. I would say no because we've not seen the team play good football. So is it the players? Is it the coaching crew? Yeah, something is wrong somewhere. So talking about confidence, I should have confidence in the players because I think, like I earlier said, we have individual players that are very, very good, but we're yet to see a good team, and it's up to the technical crew to put up a good team that can really perform, and if they can do that, I think we have a chance. If they cannot do that, I don't think we'll go a long way.
Because I saw you struggle. I said, let me just bring it out, and I'm happy now that you expressed yourself. Thank you so much, Finidi George, for speaking to us tonight. Always a delight. We'll get you back here again to talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
All right, that's it from our Super Eagles player, Finidi George. Cecilia, I know you were about to let him go, but I saw the way he was going with the players, and I said, no, it is a player. It wasn't that. I said, say what you want to say. And that was why I needed to bring that out, Cecilia.
And that was really wonderful for him because, I mean, the way he was talking is as if he doesn't even have confidence in the team itself. And then he now had to go the way the technical crew. So if you don't have confidence on the technical crew, that definitely it follows with the team. Maybe that's why Nigeria is not doing well. Oh, let's bring in someone else to talk about this and other things happening in the world of sports. Okay, Alfred Okoligo, he will join us on the program anytime from now. We'll be going to Imo State where he will be joining us. But then before that, well, Super Eagles of Nigeria, we talked about the group, and of course you heard from the coach. It's not, yes, he feels maybe we can if we play well. But let's just keep our fingers crossed and see what they can do. Austin, in Benin, it's like the new trend now is women's football. Yes, we've been crying for years and everything, and then NFF has been doing fantastically well concerning organizing different tour for the Super Falcons. Now, in Edo State, the Betsy Obaseki football competition, it's not about the national team. It's about what is happening in Nigeria. I'm talking about clubs playing in the country and also at the grassroots level. Now, before they came up with the numbers of teams that will be playing, Edo State organized local government competition for all the clubs, amateur clubs in the state, to pick 4 best clubs that will be joining 8 other professional clubs that will be coming to Edo State to have this particular tournament. And it's going to be every year. That's why people are really happy about this. Not just a one-off, but it's going to be every year. It's something that is going to continue even after she may have left the office, because she's the wife of the present governor of Edo State. Now, today was the unveiling ceremony of the logo, and it was, of course, held in Benin City. Now, Betsy Obaseki and the Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu, have been talking about the whole essence of this particular tournament. Austin, it's something we all have been waiting for, just having girls play football anytime they want, having competitions to play in. And of course, when that happens a lot, you discover more talent, and girls will get to play football all the time.
Cecilia, this is heartwarming. You know, for those of us who've been pushing for the development of the women's game in Nigeria, we have some sort of joy in our hearts now to see this. From the league to the Super Six, and then Rivers Angels being busy looking for a ticket to go to the maiden CAF Women's Champions League, and then the Aisha Buhari Cup, and now the Betsy Obaseki Women's Football Tournament. Beautiful. I love it. This is how to develop the game. And we must say well done to Edo State, because Cecilia, the truth is that they are beginning to set the way. They are beginning to show us how to treat women's football. First, it was Edo State that announced that they were giving equal pay to Bendel Insurance and then Edo Queens. And then we see the level of development we're seeing at the state level. And now the governor's wife is championing at the bit. Cecilia, I love it. This is beautiful. And I just hope that it will sustain the momentum when she's out of office. This competition shouldn't die. This will go a long way in empowering the girl child, not just in Edo State, but in Nigeria and Africa at large.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Let's just listen to the organizers, what they have to say concerning this tournament and how teams will obviously benefit from this grassroots program.
And you all know that sports is one area that is so youth-friendly. It is one sector that the young people know that they can actually become millionaires and billionaires because they see it happen. So it's very easy to get our young people to be interested in sports. And especially now with the female football thing happening around the world and in our country and state, I'm sure that a lot of our young girls who have stamina will take this very seriously. So we're doing this to announce to young girls and boys, well, young girls, that you have another opportunity to actualize your dreams and to make a good living and to make a name. So as we do these yearly tournaments, we're going to be attracting girls from all over the state and expose them to professionals already.
When you deal with the idleness of this girl child, obviously, they will be useful, not only to themselves, also become role model to others. That is what this competition will also drive at. We are also going to use this competition to get younger players and new discovery into the league. If you observe how the competition is organized, both home-based, local made players within the state and professional teams within the country are all going to compete together. The implication of this is that we will discover new talents that will be better than the professionals during this competition. I think it's a signal to Edo Queen that there are new players that will join you very soon from the local league. For us as a state, we are building a new culture in sports, and we ask other states, both private and public-owned clubs, to come on board to join the new vision of sports that we have created in Edo State.
Interesting, other states can actually follow suit and see how we can grow the women's game in the country, especially football. Now, the good thing about this competition, Austin, is the fact that every participating team will get 500,000 naira for competing at all. And then the accommodation will be free, feeding free, and the winner will go home with 3 million naira. Second place, 2 million, and third place, 1 million. It's like just come, you're going to be having professional clubs, NWFL clubs, and the Premiership. Maybe clubs like Rivers Angels and all of that clubs. I'm sure with time they will unveil the Premiership clubs that will be taking part, the amateur clubs that will be taking part. So it's a good thing for these girls because the league has ended. So some of these girls want to play. Fine, some are with the Super Falcons. But what about others that are not there? And also it's going to serve, as you heard them say, it's going to serve more like a scouting ground for some of these teams who want to beef up their team to add these girls to their fold whenever the new season is starting, because I think the season might start maybe after the CAF Champions League. We really can't say. But for now, we know that, yes, the girls will be busy. And this tournament is going to start from September 26th to October 4th. So it's immediately after we're done with the Six Nations tournament. That's the Aisha Buhari's Cup.
Nice.
Then September 26th, that one is going to end 21st, right? September 26th, we're starting another one. So it's all about the women this time around.
So Cecilia, what you've done successfully is to get us talking about women's football. And I must say well done to everyone. I love this story because this is what we've been talking about. And this will rub off. Everybody will benefit. The amateur clubs, aspiring female footballers, the professional clubs, states will learn from these. Betsy Obaseki is doing this now. Maybe the next will be the governor of the first lady of Cross River State, the first lady of Kaduna State. Everybody needs to come together. We love the girl child and we want to empower them. And we believe football, not just football, sports in general, can play a pivotal role. And I love what Edo State they are doing. I keep saying it that when we see someone doing something good, let's emulate it. We will not ask a lot of questions, but Cecilia, congratulations. I love the fact that we're talking about women's football, and then women's football is shining now in Nigeria. And I just hope that we keep it going, because we have what it takes to be the shining light, the model of women's football development in Africa.
We obviously have it, but Austin, we need to go on a break. And when we come back, of course, we'll be talking about the World Athletics Under-20 Championships taking place in Nairobi in Kenya.
Your team, and we will back you with the right odds. Follow the action, and we promise live odds with the right buzz. And when in doubt, cash out live or pre-game. Feel every moment with top prizes and super special markets on soccer, basketball, and more. Boost your winnings with our multiplier bonus. Visit betking.com or any BetKing shop near you today. BetKing, playground for kings.
All right, welcome back. Let's go to Nairobi, Kenya, because where Nigeria won its second medal at the championship. Austin, the interesting thing is because it's a field event. The last time we won any medal at all, the field event was 19 years ago at the Under-20 Championships. And that was in a long jump, that's 2002. And it was Agatise, she was actually the one who won it for Nigeria. And right now, we've been able to get another one, Chinecherem Nnamdi. He won a good medal, silver bronze medal today. His very first throw, I mean, when he started, his third throw was the one he won the bronze medal. But from the very time he started, he was always at that medal zone. We're thinking it was going to go a step further because he was one of the favorites, coming into the final because of his throw in the heat. Now he won that medal, becoming the first Nigerian in 19 years to win a medal in a field event. You also have other athletes who competed today. Now, Nnamdi put up a series of throw, to place a third, with a third round best throw of 74.48 meters. And for Udodi, I mean, this is another one we were all talking about. He set a new championship record of 20.13 seconds, win assisted plus 2-3, then to win his semi-final, the men. So it's a championship record for him. And another favorite going into the 200 meters, Favor Philly, we all know her. She missed out because of the disqualification, because of the fact that they missed out of competition test at the Olympics. But coming to the World Athletics Championship under 20, she was able to put up a good show, winning her race, dominating, and she raced to 22.37 seconds. And of course, in the long jump, Ruth Agadama qualified for the final, which will be coming up on Sunday. For her, she was able to have a mark of 6 meters, which was remarkable for Team Nigeria in Nairobi. So I simply say today was another successful day for these athletes. After what happened yesterday, that, okay, it was a bit mixed feelings. But today, of course, we can smile and be happy with what is going on, because tomorrow we should be expecting more medals, especially in the 200 meters.
Don't push it, Cecilia. It's a good day. Let's hope that tomorrow will be better. I said it yesterday that, look, no pressure. These are young lads. This competition provides a platform for them to gain exposure, gain experience, for the country, a country that is serious to have a peep into their future. you know, and then consolidate on the efforts that these athletes give now. Shout out to Nnamdi, because we only go about the track in Nigeria. He has just reminded us that we can do it with the field events also, you know, winning that bronze medal. That's really, really good. I'm looking forward to seeing what Uzuruki will do in the finals tomorrow. Setting a new record means you've pumped up expectations. Let's see if you can go out there to, you know, do more. Favor Philly, she's just 18. I wish her well, so that if she wins a medal, she can be able to forget that Tokyo Olympics disqualification and the setback and everything, and move on with her life. Same thing with Agadama in the long jump. That means now we have someone to look forward to. We have Ese Brume doing us well now. And then we have Ruth Osoro, who can also do the jumps. And now we have this young lad that is also telling us that we can do more. So you see what the competition does? It gives you an opportunity to prepare, to plan, to structure, to invest. It's a lot of work. See, when you go to competitions, you just don't go and then hope to win medals. You must think about what to do after that competition. Good luck to Team Nigeria.
Good luck to them. And interesting, Chinonwuchere was actually discovered in 2008 Commonwealth Games during trials in Abuja. And if you see the way he has actually progressed, at that time, we're talking about the fact that he was in the field of men. But right now, he has become a man, if you say so, but he's still under 20. But this is an athlete we all need to, you know, watch out for in the future, especially in Paris 2024. Okay, do we have a little time for English Premier League Australia games for this weekend? Yeah, I think we have just 2 minutes to leave the studio, right?
Just run through it.
Okay, let me go through
in the English Premier League.
Let me go through the games for Saturday, starting with the game between Liverpool and Burnley. That will be the first one. Of course, Jurgen Klopp is really happy that they are back at Anfield. So it's going to be another full house because their stadium fans can now go to the stadium. Aston Villa and Newcastle, we have Crystal Palace and Brentford, Leeds United and Everton, Man City and Norwich City, Brighton and Watford will also be in action. That's on Saturday. Then on Sunday, Southampton and Man United, Wolves and Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal and Chelsea. Yes, that's the game of the weekend, Arsenal-Chelsea. Yes, Arsenal may be having a not starting well because you mentioned the other time that when Brentford came to the Premier League, Arsenal has gathered more than 2,000 points. But Brentford coming in and waiting for like 74 years or thereabouts to come to the Premier League and then turning Arsenal. But against Chelsea, well, I think these boys would definitely need to have a rethink. Or maybe that's psychological problem that you talked about earlier in the morning. They have to, do something to at least give hope to the fans.
Cecilia, football can be funny. Arsenal might just turn up on Sunday and then do the unthinkable. This season has just started, so let's not write any team off yet. I'm particularly looking forward to seeing what Nuno can do going back to Wolves. He's now coach of Tottenham. And a lot of the games will really get us talking. We'll see.
All right, well, we need to go now, all right? Thank you so much for watching. I'm Cecilia Omongbe. Have a good night.
Always a delight to have you join us to talk sports. Let's keep the conversation going. In London, I'm Austin Okonakwan. In everything you do, remember, let's keep talking sports. Bye for now.